I got friends
in low places. Bladders? Alrighty.
It's been a minute.
It has.
We recorded like last month, I think.
It's been so long, I lost and got a job.
But I don't know if that really counts.
Because it's the Browns.
The Browns. Who came up with that?
Well, knowing what I know about football history, it probably didn't start in Cleveland.
Yeah, dude, every fucking team has moved like 19 cities.
Like the Lakers, this is an NFL, but obviously started in Minnesota. No. Where's the place with all the lakes?
Wow, you're really going to test my Michigan, right?
Is it Michigan?
Minnesota and Michigan are both up there.
So, as we're discussing this, there's going to be a map of the state as I'm editing, zooming on the screen.
It'd be like, it's right here. It's this one.
It's,
Go ahead and give the answer on screen now. Okay, so it's Michigan.
It's I'll dub it over, so we'll just leave a space. It's
sweet. All
perfect.
right, at least you guys know, right? It's this one.
It's
Go ahead and give the answer on screen now. Okay, so it's Michigan.
It's Future Shane. All right,
Future Shane, you're gonna watch this, bruh. Remember,
well, like Future Shane's gonna be the one of 6 people who will.
True. Fuck. Poor Future Shane. Future Shane, put how much money Conor McGregor is worth on screen right now. Also, most of it's from his whiskey.
I was just about to say, he's a fighter who realized he could retire on fucking whiskey. That's a dream.
It's smart. It's smart.
Fucking dream. Shit.
Lost your train of thought.
Yeah, I'm glad this is a warm up. Future Shane, put something funny right
Fart.
Here. Probably like 10-10 hyena.
Poor fucking 10-10. Dude, he was cool once. And that was it. One time. That's all you get.
Let's just take like 10 seconds. Shout out to 10-10.
Hey, yo, 10-10. Hey, R.I.P. 10-10.
10-10.
I wrote it backwards because, okay, the way you see this. R.I.P. That was pretty good. I'm going to let Shane figure out how to fucking track my fingers and put text over it. Some good homework. I'm like, like I want to vomit and I want to kill myself. When it first came out, Jaden Smith is my age, which first of all hurts my fucking soul. This man has been in like 5 movies. He's an actually good rapper.
He's pretty good at rapping.
I
all
like
of his lyrics
music,
are nonsense, but it's pretty.
But
good.
Bro, that song Icon, you listen to that shit now.
Icon's good. Icon's
Dude.
good. He did say he was Martin Luther King, but it's fine.
That's weird. He started a fucking like water company that like is actually good for the environment. I don't know everything. He's doing well. Let's just say, and
he's not just living off of daddy's bucks, which is what I would be doing.
He's 22, which is my age. Makes me feel bad. But Will Smith isn't my dad.
It would really suck if hypothetically he was 3 years younger than you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Cinnamon Chili Podcast. The podcast is no one is listening to, and Ryan, they say on 11 it gets better.
Do they? That's when it starts getting good.
In entertainment, that's all I've heard. While I was hanging out with Lauren Michaels,
the 11th episode of Friends, the 11th episode of The Office.
I was at Studio 33 the other day, and
me
I
too.
was doing coke.
I was at Studio 13, actually.
I'm trying to figure out what they did. I think they mostly just did coke and like danced.
Huh.
So while I was doing that, someone told me about
about the 11th episode deal.
And I don't
know why that's what I remembered, considering I don't remember anything else. But
about Studio 33.
Yeah.
Put the entire Wikipedia page of Studio 33 here real quick.
Thanks, Future Shane. Appreciate it. Okay. Welcome back. I don't know. We were fucking around. I'm sure you already listened to some of us. What we were talking about, and one of the topics that we were trying to talk about during the before cold open bullshit, Shane just released a new video.
Ryan almost put out a video though.
Oh, I did put out a video.
You did a thing too.
Yeah, but it's like my fucking 10th one, and this is your first.
It is my first.
It's a different milestone.
Yeah. You were gonna compliment me. Oh, it's strange that I cut all the compliments before and they're just they're just
And now
in a
there
vacuum now.
are none.
Huh, that's strange.
You're such a fucker.
No, I put out a video. I made it about Death Grips, an artist that or a band that I really enjoyed. I like it. It's not funny.
Yeah, we make different videos.
Yeah, it's not funny. But it's
No, there's a couple jokes in there, right?
Yeah. I mean,
they're like low. They're like nonchalant.
Yeah.
They're like if you pick up on it, you pick up on it.
Yeah, they're simmers.
Yes, that's true.
I'm making tea, not coffee. Yeah.
But yeah, for a first video, it is pretty good.
I mean, you saw me. It took me what, like 6 months writing to fucking like. It honestly took me forever to make.
It took a while, actually.
And
it's
almost 4 minutes.
Yeah, we started that video before we moved in together.
Yeah.
We wrote that script that one day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And and I don't know why it took me so long. Because I remember I told myself, I was like, I like to have this edited before we move in. And then on move-in day, like I'm holding my box with my PC in it, and it's like I haven't touched.
Guess I should start editing.
Yeah. Maybe it was just my brain telling me it's like I should wait till the space is opened up. That's the whole point we have
you
it.
got
And
pretty decent views for telling nobody about it, dude.
I was honestly pretty surprised.
How many views did you get? Yeah,
I think it's like almost like 40.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
dude.
it's
for a first video on a channel.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Dude.
I think it's just the thumbnail. I lucked out really well.
Thumbnail
on
is
the thumbnail.
good. Hey, Future Shane, put the thumbnail on screen pretty quick.
It should be on my PC still.
It's good, and even if not, you can go snip it from YouTube.
I'm not gonna steal from a creator.
Interesting.
But no, you were telling me like that's a really good thumbnail, and I just found a wallpaper online and put some text to it. Like it's not a big thing.
Yeah, it turns out whoever made that
that
art did
was
a good
very
job.
good.
And then he just put some white flavor text on top, and it looked good.
Yeah,
but it's a good thumbnail. Yeah. It is. Really
and also,
good.
I was thinking about this. If I had a bigger audience, that video would be taken down almost immediately.
Just because all the music in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, but you're not partnered yet, so nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a channel now. I'll put it right here.
Go watch it.
Well, assuming because we did this wrong, they're gonna watch that first and then come
here. Yeah.
So I guess
hopefully one of us blows up, and then we're like, hey, go look at the podcast, and they come watch this, and then they're like, oh, I like the podcast, and then they go, who's that other motherfucker? And then they go watch.
Well, the thing is, that's gonna be me because you're.
I'm shit at making videos.
No, it's gonna be you.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
what?
It's gonna be you.
Why?
Did I say it was gonna be me?
You said it was gonna be you?
Yeah, it's gonna be you.
Oh, I was
because I was formulating this metaphor that I'm about to say right now.
Okay.
You're like a big fireworks show, and I'm like a ring toss guy who's really good at it. Like we're both pretty good at it, but you have so much more to look at, and it's like it keeps your attention more.
That's
and I'm too busy.
Funny.
Like I'm a juggler, and I'm like I'm doing pretty good. Stuff's on fire.
That's funny.
But like. No one's gonna pay attention to me. Like I'm even watching, and I'm not even doing my stuff.
Shit.
Like that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be the one that gets popular.
Oh fuck.
I'm counting it now.
Well, whatever happens, I hope one of us gets popular.
Yeah.
That's all I give a shit about. Because all I know is one of us gets popular, both of us gets popular. Also, I'm not gonna make you put in the sound effect, or maybe I could because I have the sound effect. I have this out because of the latest video I'm making.
It's.
Halo video.
It's coming out. It's coming through pretty good.
It's coming. I don't know. I'm not super proud of it. I think the script could do better, but there's some decent jokes in there. Hey, if the start of the Halo video is not too strong, like the first minute ain't too strong, just stick it through, man. Fuck you. Come on.
Well,
it's gonna be a 6-7 minute video. Come on, stay till the end.
Well. What I liked about the video, because you're right, the narrative's not really there.
Yeah.
And the scripting, but like the actual, like the joke has continuity. Like that's when the jokes have continuity in it.
See, but that's what
each one builds on each other. That's something you could build off of.
Yeah, see, and just the thing that I need to work on. So what we were talking about before in the cold open was that
I cut it all.
All of it's gone. He didn't use a second
forever.
of it.
No, I ate it. I fucking ate it.
Okay, he's bulking.
Yeah, I'm bulking. I'm eating Ryan's.
He's eating film, and
because that's how we do it. We don't do it digitally.
Oh, it's just
right
pure
right
film.
off to the left. There is
He just grabs the roll.
and just consumes it.
Yeah,
Chemicals,
like
and
a
all.
fruit by the foot. He doesn't
Yeah.
even take a big chunk
No.
out of it. You know, like those shitty fucking rolls of gum. And like
Yeah.
you knew that one
bubble tape?
retard who would fucking bite through it, and you're like, you are a demon.
So you're not even gonna share, huh? You did bring enough for the class,
Yeah.
but you're not gonna.
Shane unravels it. He actually
Yeah,
just-
and I.
like a big spaghetti noodle. And I forgot what I was talking about. Sweet.
You were talking about something about the Halo video and how you wanted to get better at something.
Oh yeah. We were talking about like I don't know. I'm getting better at making videos like quality, and like I'm writing jokes, and I'm actually trying.
Your editing is surpassed a level that I'm honestly surprised you hit.
Hey, I'm trying. Yeah,
And I don't mean
I learned
that as,
After Effects.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't even mean that as an insult, but like back when you weren't doing After Effects, I could kind of see what you were doing.
Yeah.
I could like now you're doing magic. Like I have no fucking clue.
And that is the way it seems until you learn After Effects, and then it's like, oh, okay. In terms
It's
of
still hard, but I get it.
yeah, in terms of Premiere Pro, I'm like at a 6 out of 10. Like in terms of like what editing shit I can do in both, and in After Effects, I'm like a 2. I'm like,
That's what a 2 looks like. Okay.
bro, there are people like fucking Corridor Digital, those guys who do like you ever heard of them? They do like VFX shit. They've been on YouTube for a long they're like old YouTube, but they're still popular.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because they're all like legitimate VFX artists. They're the ones who, I don't know if you heard about this, but they did the what's the company that makes the robots that are really smart using like some sort of AI?
Boston Dynamics.
Yes. So they made a parody of that.
Do you mean Transformers?
No.
Do you mean Michael Bay's Transformers?
No, I did not
Dark
mean
Side
Michael.
of the Moon.
Mm-mm.
The Round Table one with King Arthur.
They did make that one. That one's so fucking bad.
Dude,
I
that's the only time I've ever watched a movie in the theaters, and I walked out. I went home.
I fucking watched it at my house with my parents just because it was like on demand.
It's so long.
And I remember being like, this is the dumbest decision. They took out all of the Transformers I give a fuck about, except 2 of them, and then gave me a Japanese robot.
Uh-huh.
They gave me
A butler.
one that turns into... Wait, I think the Japanese one turns into a helicopter. I don't even fucking remember the rest. Exactly. And then they...
Stay tuned for our entire Transformers series watch.
Bruh, they...
Starting... now.
Okay, and then they made the... Because we're not doing that. They made the Dinobots boring, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, how?
Yeah. I mean, it's a Michael Bay movie. They sure did look cool, but they had no fucking substance to
Oh my
them.
god, dude. I was like so bored. And then they made... Is that the last one they made, or did they make another one?
They made another one. Anyway, Boston Dynamics parody.
Oh, yeah.
Right this
They
shit.
made the Boston Dynamics parody.
We're going to
with,
finish a single thought
It's
this podcast.
really convincing. And the robot, like, fucking takes a gun out of somebody's hands, or it's like shooting at the feet of the other people, right?
Yeah.
They're
They beat the shit out of those robots.
They're super fucking good.
Yeah.
And so those guys use After Effects the way it's meant to be used, and they make crazy shit. And I'm like, someday I'll be able to do that shit. And I was gonna try to do some 3D shit this time, but I was really trying to push it through the edit, so I had to get rid of a couple of big edits.
Real quick, I have a list of stuff that I wanted to talk about, and I know what most of this means, but I got on here Santa clearance. You have an idea what I'm going for there?
Santa clearance?
Yeah, you got any ideas?
He's too tall, can't make it under the bridge. Clearance, 19.
Oh, okay.
0.6 feet
I think it's a sale
got a-
bit, but I'm trying to remember
You
what
think
the
it's
fuck,
a what bit?
like a clearance sale.
Santa's on set. Like you go to the mall and you're like, hey, the Santa helper, because everybody's like, he's not the real Santa. When you tell your kids this isn't real Santa, it's just one of his helpers. He's on sale. Him, the guy. And some dad's like, all right, here's the $176.
Or
he throws him over his shoulder.
It could be a Santa that was doing not great this year and could only do clearance toys.
Describe to me what you mean.
You know those shitty stocking stuffers?
Okay.
That's just what Christmas is now. So it's just like shitty. It's just like shitty army men and like off-brand like action figures that only
Like,
bend at the
it's
shoulder.
like that scene from Elf when they're in their workshop and they're making the toys, but they're all like $1 dart guns.
Yeah.
Bro,
The rubber band guns.
I have Okay. Oh my God. I almost said a word that was normal to me, and then I was like, nobody is going to accept that. I almost said tia because that means aunt in Spanish.
Yeah.
And I have a tia.
I mean, technically, so do most people.
Yes, they just don't call them that.
Yeah.
Okay,
They call them auntie or their real name.
I call her tia.
Stop calling your aunt by their name.
I did that for a while. They got mad at me.
Yeah, don't fucking.
Well, it's
they're family.
They didn't respect me much.
I'm not big on my dad,
The
but I don't call
reason
him
I didn't
Rod.
respect my tia much
okay.
is because she got me like a dollar store dart gun for Christmas one time. And it had it was air powered, so you'd crank the top. It was a pistol,
Oh my God.
but there was a crank on top, and you crank it a couple times, and then it would shoot, and it shot pretty fucking hard because, it's an air pump. It broke within an hour.
Yeah, my first question was going to be, how quick did it break?
Within the hour. And
it
I
was
was
still
like,
Christmas and you broke your present. I
was like, sweet.
That.
Thanks, Tia. Appreciate it.
So I'm just going to go ahead and.
So I'm imagining that scene from Elf where they're all just hammering these shitty little crank dart guns. It only shot one dart at a time, bro. You couldn't even fill a chamber or anything. You put it in the front, cranked it 8 times, and went doink, and that was it.
Oh, that's really funny.
And it broke.
So I just deleted that. So I guess we got all the
clearance Santa.
Yeah,
or maybe he's like working a corner and he's like,
so Santa's a hooker is what
25 days at Christmas, big boy. Today's day 23, so I'm $18. Anything you want.
What's the conversion rate for Santa?
I don't know. That's a good question.
23 days in.
Do you think he makes more money wearing a Santa outfit or less money? And that's why he has to run the deal.
His clientele that he's getting it is absolutely there for the costume. They're not there for the man.
Truth.
They're there for, unless they're like a chubby chaser, but no, they're definitely there for the Santa.
He's like a Belle Delphine. They're only there because of the act he puts on.
Yeah, I want to fuck Santa. I don't want to fuck some fat guy.
I see. So he probably makes more money then.
Yeah.
That's what I would assume. Good for you.
So it has nothing to do with Clarence.
Corner Santa.
Yeah.
Run your game, huh?
Good for you. Just be safe about it.
What else you got on that list, homeboy?
Let's see. I have some bit ideas.
Oh, like the little in-betweens that we put? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just going to run through these real quick.
Okay. All right, let's hear them.
You just tell me if you like any of them.
Okay, let's hear
them. We go golfing.
No, what? I can't golf. Is that the bit? Is that just me just missing, me using my batter swing and just fucking it up every time?
I thought maybe like a nice day you and me hanging out.
Maybe mini golfing, bro. I don't know.
God. Easy cooking tips for new college students.
For new college students.
Because a lot of kids going out there, they don't know how to cook. And I thought that could just be a service.
What makes you think I know how to cook?
I don't.
Are we going to teach them to make sausage and beef stroganoff?
I mean, we could.
And eggs and bacon, and that's it?
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Most college kids don't know how to do it. You know millennials. There. Okay, next one.
You were on the last cigarette ass end of fucking millennials, and I'm on the front spear tip chipped off of Gen Z.
If I remember correctly, I think the oldest millennial is 35.
Really?
Yeah, millennials go back way back.
Bruh, yeah, millennials are old.
Yeah. That's why they can't be destroying the fucking world if they're 35 with mortgages. Anyway, next one. We drink pee. Which Harry Potter house are we?
Drinking pee.
Which Harry Potter house are we?
I'm sorry. I'm not drinking pee, Shane. I agreed to getting naked for chalky milk. I'm not drinking pee.
Next on the list is we drink pee that's mixed with choco milk.
Nope. I said I'd get naked for it, not that I would mix it with pee and drink it.
Okay. What about the Harry Potter house thing?
I didn't know we were 35-year-old millennials.
You're such a Ravenclaw.
That is honestly the most annoying shit in my life. is people are like, "What's your house?" It's that and horoscopes. I put those in the same camp,
they
bro.
are, because they are. They're exactly the same.
If you're a Ravenclaw, this is the way your life.
I don't want to go full Scorpio here, but they're bullshit. They're absolute dog shit. If you believe in the horoscope, and I love people who are close to my heart who believe in that, they can go fuck themselves.
Bro, I have such an internal struggle every time I hear somebody talking about a horoscope because I'm like, I'm in this conversation. I'm just trying to like be a nice person.
I'm just trying to get through the day, guys.
Yeah, exactly. And they're talking about a horoscope, and I'm like,
shut the fuck up.
This is bullshit.
All right.
Or should I just be like, all right, you're your own person. You can believe what you want.
Next one, Gospel of the Fat Dog.
I can agree with that. Okay. We should spread the gospel of the fat dog.
I mean, he grants wishes and he has the properties of water. He's incredible.
He has the properties of water.
He's our
when did you come up with that line?
It was while we were on the trip.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that
Dude,
at all.
We spent 4 hours on Fat Dog.
We spent too much time talking about fat dog.
All right, next one.
Shit.
The dictionary, no spoilers.
Nope. I'm not Eminem, bro. I'm going to let that stay on the shelf.
Big hole.
Big hole. That's all you wrote?
Big hole.
I can fuck with big hole. We'll do big hole at some point.
All right, and last but not least, top 30 Crazy Frog songs.
Does he have 30 songs?
Yes, of course. What I'm thinking is we do a podcast where we analyzed critically each single album and Crazy Frog song and then rank them not only objectively. I want objective science.
This can be a you bit. I'm not going to do this bit.
Coward.
What noise does he make? Doesn't it like beep, 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 beep?
That's definitely not Axel. I mean, Axel F is one of his most popular songs, but I wouldn't really call it one of his top songs.
I don't know if I've heard more than 2 seconds of any song of his.
Joe might be 10 to 11, but
do you
anything
think
else,
he made that song?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Rod, you don't think I understand that Crazy Frog's just new age Alvin and the Chipmunks? That's all it is. And we're going to rank 30 of his songs.
Crazy Frog. All right.
Bing, bing.
Walla Walla Bing Bang. Where the fuck is the 2 other Crazy Frogs? I think for it to be a new age Alvin and the Chipmunks, I need a trio. They keep each other in check, and Alvin is obviously the front man.
This is why I keep you around, is for these important questions.
It's for who's going to be Crazy Frog 2 and 3.
Yeah, where's Crazy and the Frogs? Crazy and the Frogs!
Who the fuck messed that up? Come on, man.
Crazy and the Frogs! Shane, put up a weird Photoshop of the album cover for that one.
Of 3 Crazy Frogs. Also, that sounds like a legitimate band name. Crazy and the Frogs.
Don't get lazy with it and you just put 3 Crazy Frogs on a
That's not much different than like Counting Crows, bro. Like,
yeah.
Crazy and the Frogs.
Crazy and the Frogs is definitely a 90s alternative band.
If I heard a song on the Shrek album from Crazy and the Frogs, I'd be like, yep, that makes sense.
Ryan, I have big news.
Is it have anything to do with like 8 out of the 10 things I shut down from your list?
No.
Okay. What is this?
I do have to pour some jars down the sink that are filled with my pee. I took a test.
You wanted me to drink old pee?
It's no. You'd have your own pee. I just had mine
ready to go,
just in case.
Just aging.
I thought it was like a sure go, but so I took a test.
Getting some real hickory notes with it.
I would be upset if I got hickory notes from my urine. I would go to the doctor.
You drink a lot of whiskey. I could see it.
No, I don't. So I took a test.
Okay.
I took a what's it called?
And I got a C.
No, it's the Autism Spectrum Analysis Test.
Okay.
So you take a series of 50 questions. You answer a series of 50 questions.
Okay.
And depending on what your score is whether or not you should seek further treatment and see if and you should be actually, because it's a test online. So they say whether or not you should go to the doctor and actually get tested.
I see only one reason why you bring this up.
So all of my friends have taken this test.
Okay.
And the gauge of when you should probably go and seek and get actually tested is like 20 to like 23. My score, 35.
All right. If everybody wants to support your favorite autistic YouTuber,
Favorite?
be sure to subscribe to our
No,
channel.
no, I'm not saying I'm
Leave
autistic.
a comment for
No,
your
I'm not.
support for the autistic community
I mean, yes, you should
and
chuck me
Shane
some
himself.
money. I'm not saying I'm autistic. I'm just saying I took a test.
I think you just accept this and we play it up a little bit
Oh,
and you start making some cash online as the first popular autistic YouTuber.
do you want to? Ryan, I want to be successful. I don't want to. I don't want a long-term career. I don't want this.
Oof.
I just want to.
Is this a real story?
Yeah,
How'd you fuck it up that bad?
I didn't.
What do you mean? Like, what were the questions?
It was like, would you rather go to a museum or a party? And I said museum. It's shit like
How
that.
does that make you autistic? I don't.
I don't know.
What?
Here's the thing. I think it more or less tests, because there's a lot of aspects to autism that you should really
It
get tested
probably
for.
just tests like the social
Yeah,
bit.
it tested the social bit. And based off of how I am with social interactions, they said I was autistic.
Like, yeah, you don't talk good when there's a lot of
Yeah,
people.
I just wanted to ask you, because you've been living with me for about almost 3 months
If I
now.
think you're autistic,
Have you seen any signs? Have you seen any, just how I live, how I operate in the house, if you think I'm autistic in any way?
well, the other night we got home from a shower. Or no, we're retarded. I got home from a run, and this fucker hopped in the shower right before me and my girlfriend, and then we were sitting on the floor for 45 minutes just for me to open the door and realize you were already out of the bathroom. So I might be autistic. I'm the one who fucking decided, nah, he's definitely still in there.
When I took that test, all my friends clowned me and they said it made perfect sense. I was just wondering, as someone who lived with me, if I said I took a test and I said I was autistic, would you be shocked?
Yeah, I think I would be. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we both know somebody who does have high functioning autism. No, you do not act the way he acts.
Okay. I was just making sure.
The person that we know that has high functioning autism listens to like Power Rangers on repeat while
Also,
he's fucking washing dishes.
This guy,
It's
we'll
dope.
call him Braun Strowman.
Excuse me?
Braun Strowman?
Bronze Strowman
Yeah.
is going to be our high functioning autistic friend.
To be honest, he would like it. That guy
Bronze
rules.
Strowman. All right,
Braun-
Bronze Strowman.
Braun, our buddy, he washes dishes at the store we used to work at together, where we first met and fell madly in love. I wasn't there because I already went to Amazon at this point, but this story, I might not tell it correctly because I wasn't there, but he came out of the bathroom and Ryan asked him if he had wiped. And he said,
okay,
do you mind if I say it?
let me tell it first. I said, hey, just because I say this because I'm dumb, I say, do you have a good shit? And then he went, yeah, it's a little itchy though.
Why was it itchy, Ryan?
I said, why is it itchy? Did you not wipe? And he went, I have wet wipes at home. And I said, oh no, Braun Strowman. You should go back into the fucking bathroom and wipe your ass. That's
my God.
so foul. And I couldn't do anything about it.
I couldn't imagine the helplessness you probably felt.
I was like, Braun, come on, man. Like, I understand the way your brain works is different than the way mine works, but this is the same man that'll wash his hands for 45 fucking seconds after he takes his gloves off and moves on to another thing because he wants it to be clean above all else.
And he's walking around with a poopy butt. Just the poopiest butt. He's a good kid.
He's
Braun.
the best. I love that kid.
Braun, you're great.
We call him kid, and he's older than we are.
He's older than I am. Like that.
Multiple years older than you are, yes.
He was. That man was able to vote and rent cars before I could, and he's out here now wiping.
I really hope it was just the one time. I'm really praying to my Jesus.
Because the other option is, it's not, and that's so much scarier.
He said it really cash, so I'm willing to bet it wasn't the first time, but I'm also willing to pretend it was. That way I don't have to think about it. All the times I've spoken to him with a poopy butt.
Do you know what's crazy? I worked at that store for 7 years. I worked in that department.
With that man.
4 or 5. I've known that kid a long time.
Yeah.
I didn't find out that he's been just casually poopy.
It's probably because you're not the retard I am who goes, hey, how was your shit?
No, but I
to
will.
Coworkers.
Anytime someone says I need to go to the bathroom, I do ask if they need help. That is my line.
And you would have expected him to be like, yes, I need extensive help.
I need.
You got any wet wipes on you?
Yeah, I need at least 2 more hands.
Also, it hurts me extra that wet wipes are actually just actively destroying every sewage system in America.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd only use one.
See, but the one is a lie, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently using any fucks it.
Well, that's probably because, yeah, I use one. But that means there's still 307 million people.
Bro, we have a bidet.
I haven't used it yet.
You still have not used the bidet
No.
once?
Fine, I'll use it.
I own a bidet attachment that you put on the toilet, and it shoots water in your asshole, and it's heavenly. Cleans it. And then you wipe like once or twice, and it's all good. No matter how bad the shit is. Drink a pound of alcohol.
That's not the right unit of measurement.
Drink 8 pounds of alcohol, and then go to the bathroom and take the nastiest shit of your lifetime. You wash your sins away, son.
I do get
It's
a lot
like
of sins.
fucking.
Fine, I'll use it.
I lied yesterday. I ate pork twice.
I cheated on my wife.
Wash that shit out, bro.
Pork. What religion are we?
Yeah, I don't know. Some sort of sin. Isn't that fucked? Different religions have different sins. It's like.
Yeah, it's almost like it's all arbitrary. Shit.
Some people think we look stupid when we do parkour. But that's just because they don't understand. To us, it's not just a sport. It's a philosophy of precision. It's a lifestyle. What I'm talking about is parkour time. Yo, I just did parkour in my life and I meant it. Show it on screen. We didn't record me doing it. Here's Shane doing it. It's really clean. I did that. Didn't look that good, but I did it.
Well, you did it. It wasn't from this height. You know, it was good. It was.
I guess I got one of you. So there's one him going off the balcony right now. And there's one of him going over the fence, like just the regular, like what the fuck would you call that? Like handrail, yeah.
Handrail, yeah. Yeah, it's really kind of cool because the reason I'm probably not better than I should be is because I haven't had people to do it with.
Nobody else to do it with.
So to do that with somebody it's actually really fucking cool. Because I had roommates, because I did a lot in Lincoln because it's perfect for shit down there.
Really?
I would do it at like. No shit, like 1:30 in the morning.
That's fair. Yeah, because then you get nobody around to fuck with you.
But so it's kind of hard to ask my roommates like, hey, I'm gonna go do this kind of dangerous thing at 1:30.
And you look kind of like a goober if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. Also, you're gonna get made fun of by me or by bystanders.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's really cool to It like
Dude, it
keeps somebody
felt
in.
so fucking dope. Yeah. I was like worrying about it because like when I in high school, obviously my delinquent friends and I would jump over fences, but I always did like you throw your legs over the
the
side.
stereotypical delinquent running away from a
Yeah,
house,
exactly. You throw your legs over the side, you just pull yourself over. But doing it like legs straight, like you're actually just sprinting over the top was so scary.
So I had a birthday party when I was like 13 or something. So I probably had been doing this maybe a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And we went and we did ding dong ditching. And there was this little rail in this backyard. So we hit the doorbell and we start running. There's like 6 of us. I just cat pass right over it, no problem. And then I see all my buddies do the same thing with their legs. And then there was this my buddy.
You mean they went over the side or they tried to cat pass?
No, they went over the side.
Okay.
Or they did the lame thing where they put their foot up and just go over that way.
Jump, yeah. That was me when I was big.
And I had this one dude. He's like, no shit, like 5'1", like
damn
380, big roly poly guy. Let's call him Vince McMahon. And so Vince starts running. He's behind us, of course, because he's a little chubby guy. And I look, because we all go over the fence pretty much at the same time. And I look behind him. He is ass over end falling over this rail.
That's the way it
just
goes, bro.
Fumbling right over it.
Yeah, like when you're a fat kid in a group of normal people, when you do delinquent shit, because that was me for a while. Yeah. Bro, you're just not as good at it. Like,
yeah.
Like your body's not made for that shit whatsoever. Like just being a person, you're not as good at it. Like
we came up with that bit you just saw. It's like a bit, but it is going to be kind of cool if we keep doing it.
Dude.
And it gets like,
if I could do some real shit with my body, that would be so dope. It'd be
dude, if we could get actual lines, because we could do it.
Fuck it, man. Like I swear to God, like I want to do anything to mitigate injury. Mm-hmm. Anything. And I don't plan on ever doing like fucking gainers off crazy shit or anything.
You're not doing roof gaps in the future.
But I want to get like, if I could get intermediate, if I could do the shit that you could do, that'd be fucking dope. If I could just like jump over a fence, climb some shit, like just be athletic and move well with my body, that'd be so cool.
When I started, I said to myself, I never want to lose a game of tag. I never want, like,
that's fair.
And I haven't.
Which is, that's interesting because now they have the whole like parkour sport.
Oh yeah, World Chase Tag.
Yeah. Which is such a smart way to like quantify how good you are with moving around things.
And also, it's a good way to keep, because most of those guys who do that stuff, they just want to do it for a living, and that gives them a pretty good. It probably gives them like a month off maybe on work with the prize money. It's not to the point where you can just live off that one competition.
I got a feeling that shit's gonna like. It's only gotten bigger as time has gone on.
Even Fox tried to steal it at one point.
No, I thought they did.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, I thought they straight up got it, which is fucked. But I mean, whatever. Man. So yeah, I went upstairs and I had to fucking go to the store real fast, and I was like, "Yeah, we need to make something for the intermission. Let's do a parkour thing." And Shane's like, "All right," and then I'll jump off the balcony. I'll cat pass over the railing on our balcony with bad footing. Yeah.
I mean, it was nice because those plants are the perfect distance of how I usually take off.
Oh, really?
Because, I don't know, you probably won't be able to tell, but when I do it and when most people do it, they take off maybe about a foot before the rail.
Okay.
You do that stagger step and you're about a foot away from you're already in the air before your hand touches the rail.
Yeah.
So it was perfect.
Yeah.
The only problem was I haven't dropped from that height in like a couple of years. So when I was in the air and
you
I
did
saw
it well though, your hands hit like the same as everything else.
I just had to. And tips out there to anyone who has to do it: never break 90 when you land with your legs. That way, because when you do, you put all the stress on your knees and it will pop.
In case you're doing parkour.
Yeah, or just in case you fall or something.
We're so weird. Like we went out there and then I was like, "Yeah, you'll do something well and I'll do something bad," and then we'll call
and
it
then
good. And then I was like, "No!"
And you learned it.
I want to do it.
Yeah. Is
so dope.
It was nice.
It was cool as fuck though. Actually getting it for the first time felt so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's so cool.
Next up, we'll do strides.
Strides, or you just like precision landing with one foot.
Yeah, plyos, strides are my favorite.
I'll be a regular old parkour man here in a year or two.
Store shout out. we honestly, we watched too many of their videos because I thought I watched too many. We'll sit and we'll watch for like 3 hours.
He turned it on one day, and I was just like, I have seen a couple of these videos before, and they're cool. And then we just watched it for fucking ever. And I was like,
for hours.
wow, yeah.
And it happens like once a week.
I so wish I could do that. Like,
yeah, it's super cool. Ryan's story time.
My story time or your story time?
My story time.
Oh, okay.
You have options. Do you want it from real history or my history?
How does your history make it different?
Because it has to deal with my dad, and it might be funnier.
If it's funnier,
I know all the details of my story. I don't know a lot about the history one.
You're really banking on me telling you do your story.
I can do both.
Oh, do your story.
My story? Alrighty. Colorado, the Air Force Academy, 2002.
Okay.
I wake up a lad, tiny, puny, a little smaller than I am now.
I can't go much smaller with my fingers. Okay.
So I walk out onto it's base housing, so all they have is like the concrete patio that they have like down a couple houses.
Okay.
And on that pavement is just a big splotch of red. Just like a giant thing of red.
Like paint?
No.
What is it?
It's blood.
Okay.
So I ask my brother, like, hey, what the fuck? What's going on
here? I know
here?
you did this.
It turns out my brother is not the only sociopath in the family. Apparently, he told me, and I quote, there was a snake on the porch, and Dad dropped a rock on it.
Hey. Fuck snakes.
I have never asked my father about this story. I really want it to be true.
Okay, now what was the real history version of this story going to be?
Oh, so there was a Roman general back in like right after Arthur's time.
Now, how the fuck does this connect to Colorado 19?
It doesn't. That's why I give you options.
Okay.
And he wanted to attack the Homan Roly Empire, which is Europe, but he was coming down from the Mediterranean.
Okay.
And instead of sailing, he marched.
He dropped a rock on them.
No, he marched up and around, and he marched through the Swiss Alps. Little detail I left out. His cavalry consisted of a lot of elephants. So this man marched elephants through the Swiss Alps.
Okay.
And then just showed up.
He was like, hey, I got the high ground.
Yeah.
You know what that means? I got elephants too.
Yeah, I just imagine being that guard as they crested over the peak and invading your land.
Like, nobody, like I've done this shift for 3 years. Nothing's ever happened.
Just punch out.
And then you see like on the horizon, the whole horizon be lined with elephants.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think he had a lot less elephants than he started. Because it's
the Alps.
Yeah, it's not exactly their natural environment.
Weather creatures, yes.
Yeah. That's one of my Hannibal. That dude's name is Hannibal.
There are no good men named Hannibal.
Well, this guy was cool.
Hannibal Buress.
Hannibal Buress is pretty cool.
He's funny as fuck. He's the reason. Did you know this? He's the reason that fucking Cosby?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like, nobody knew about Cosby until he was just like, hey, yo, did you know this was happening?
Look it up. He ended that bit with saying, look it up, I'm right. Look it up, I'm right.
Yeah, because everybody's like, oh.
Yeah, and he was like, no, look it up. Do you know what my favorite part about that is?
What?
He didn't do it. He might have done it on a special. That's probably where I heard it. But I think he just did it on tour. So he did that through word of mouth.
Just spreading the word.
Yeah, word of mouth. Hey. Some people would say he was spreading rumors, but if they're court documents, they're not fucking rumors.
Cosby's a rapist.
Like a big one. He's like a big rapist. He's like a huge rapist.
Cosby's a large rapist.
He's the Big Max of rapists. I swear, like
he's a sizable rapist.
Yeah.
Stay away.
How many? I'm gonna look up how many accusers he has.
Oh, I think it's like 50 something. Because I think I remember hearing a joke that was like, it's like if you take away 4 dozen rapes, he still has a dozen rapes. Like
Cosby.
I was like, that's a good joke.
Okay, come on, old man Jeeves.
Come on.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I don't know the exact, but it does say 35 more rows.
35 what?
Well, you know how Wikipedia like is the first thing that shows up and it shows the thing, and then it said 35 more rows. So
just the names of all the women he's given quaaludes to.
A complete list of the 60 Cosby accusers.
60, bro. Jiminy.
And he got 3 to 10 on 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault.
3 to 10 years? Really? That was it?
I think it's because of his age.
I mean, he does have like old milky eyeballs. You ever see him like walk into the fucking court hearing in his fucking milky eyeballs? He can't see shit.
Well, do you remember? Oh no, what's his name? The producer.
Oh, Weinstein.
Weinstein. So he was in prison, obviously, or he was in jail while waiting his arrangement.
You know, a lot of people that you would talk to would not make that big of a distinction between jail and prison.
They're different.
Yeah, I know they are.
Oh, okay.
I know they are, but I feel like a lot of people are just like, they use them sort of interchangeably sometimes. Oh. He has a fucking degree, so he's like, not jail. He was in prison. Like,
you do your grammar thing. I'll do my weird criminal justice thing. All
you
right?
actually said it earlier. Hey, future Shane, can I get you to rewind when he said less when he should have said fewer? Thanks, brother.
Out of all the bits we've been giving me, that one might be the hardest.
Ryan, I literally cannot find.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go scrub.
You just gotta find. It was like 5 minutes ago, future Shane. You just gotta.
Also, I realized I'm gonna edit this differently than I did the other one. Since this comes in pieces because of the audio and the recording.
Yeah.
For some reason, all I did was throw it all in and then go from there. What the fuck did I do there? I should have just did it in
one
pieces.
At a time, yeah.
Anyway, that's not funny.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. So Weinstein went to jail and he came back to his arrangement. He came in with a walker.
Yeah.
And then when he got I think he posted bail or something, he sprinted out of that fucking place. Of course, he had the walker, but he's still going about Mach 2 out of there.
He's like, it's been a miracle.
Fuck
Jesus heard my prayers.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Weinstein, I don't know.
Can we?
They're both.
We've taken a lot of statements here.
Yeah.
We hate people with asthma. We hate.
You fucking chaff. You fucking filthy, lazy ass.
We hate people named Brian and Sean. And I think there was another one. It was probably pretty bad.
I think it was Australians.
Australians. Yeah, fuck Australians.
It's pretty bad.
So, on that list, can we just go ahead and throw rapists up there?
Oh, okay.
Fuck rapists.
Fuck rapists.
Fuck rapists.
Most of all, Cosby.
It's going to be spinning right here. Fuck rapists the whole time we're doing this. It's just going to be spinning.
Right between us.
Right between us.
The text.
Fuck rapists.
But specifically, Cosby and, what's his name?
Weinstein, right
here. Okay, cool. All right, now it's gone.
Fuck you both.
You got to make it go away as I wipe it down.
Yeah, that was cool. Don't say it out loud. That's super cool.
Hey, this is how the sausage gets made. Okay.
Yeah, it appears that Ryan just
seduced the viewer.
Yeah. No, it looks like you're seducing me because I'm the one who has to look at this.
You just taught me to do a cat pass. You're
I'm your parkour daddy.
Yeah, you're getting into my. This is my sweat rag.
Yeah.
Because I was actually trying really hard outside to the point where I was getting warm.
Well, I'm
like
telling you, man, if you want to lose weight, it's a good thing for it.
Bruh, fuck.
It's just mobility and cardio.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's so fucking cool. That's all it is. It's just like, dude, you know what? I want to learn to do so bad to roll.
Yeah.
If I could learn to roll, dude, put a fucking clip somebody rolling. When you fucking do a dive roll into grass.
Do you want to pause and just want me to do a dive roll?
Let's wait until the end of 14 minutes and we'll go do a dive roll. All right, so the camera we're recording with, so I don't know if you knew this or not.
You talked about this last time.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did it before our super... By the way, my phone has been ringing off the hook about that vape. So many people want that vape. And they keep telling me, it's like, Shane, wait, what does the rubber band do?
I tell you, Shane's it's vape number 2, please, for the love of God.
And they asked me, like, did it snap in half? And I was like, yes, viewer. It did snap in half.
I saw the advertisement. I just need it.
Oh, fuck. That bit was really funny.
If you don't know what we're talking about, go watch the last video.
Watch the other ones. I know 11's, we're doing a really good job here. We're doing actually a really fucking good job. like so fucking. It's such a good job. Do I sound confident? We're doing a really good job.
Dude, we're doing fantastic right now. You need to believe me.
Oh, dude, that's in my ear.
The last video was really
dude,
good.
Can you breathe in my ear? Can you please stop? Please stop this.
It's funny because it's loud, but the waveforms look really small, and it's just because my microphone's better than yours.
I'm gonna just go roll in some grass.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. All right, insert the footage of us rolling right here. Okay.
We're just a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah, Shane's a lot better at rolling than I am, but I rolled.
Yeah, you did.
I did a roll in the grass.
Yeah,
I'm not like grass itchy. You know when you're 6, you play in the grass and you're grass itchy?
I'm sure you've probably done this. You find a big hill and you just roll down it like a log. Mm-hmm. And you do that for like 3 hours and you feel barfy and itchy at the same time. And you're like,
bro, why does grass make you itch?
So apparently it's, I heard this from a while ago. That, you know, that new grass, like cutting grass smell.
That new grass?
Yeah, that new grass smell. That's like, it's an aroma thing to tell other grass that they're being. It's basically grass screaming.
Yeah. A grass defense system.
Yeah. So anytime you smell it, you're like, which weirdos. I mean.
Yeah, when you cut a lawn, it smells great.
I mean, I like the smell of gasoline, so I guess I can't give too much shit.
I like the smell of a lot of bad things. The smell of cigarettes is also pretty.
That's just
if I'm not
nostalgic
smoking
for me.
Same, kind of. Yeah, same.
Like if I walk into a garage that has cigarette smoke in it, I'm like, oh, home.
Oh, it smells like my grandma's house.
Smells like my house.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Kat?
What's going on?
Hey, we have a natural parkour artist right here amongst our midst. I should just throw her and see her do a roll.
All right, so we can't do that on camera. We're definitely not going to do that on camera.
Throw her ass forward. She does a big roll. Perfect. She lands it.
I think that's a good topic of conversation. Sometimes I hate this cat.
Same. Yeah, I think everybody
This cat
hates
annoys
this
the shit out of me.
It's because she'll just start screaming.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like that. It sounds like more like a meow, but
like,
she does
it's
that.
It's deep. It's assertive.
For like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
She'll just do it like every 15 seconds.
If she's not in someone's lap, she'll be screaming at somebody.
This retard is over there just fucking like using her fucking clawless paws to pull at this carpet.
Oh, is she declawed?
Yeah. It wasn't up to us. She was found on the street and brought home. And she had no claws when she came home, which means she was probably a house cat somewhere else and got away.
Yeah,
and now she's mine.
Declawing's weird because I don't like it, but I also think it's a good idea to get something spayed and neutered.
I honestly think it's a great idea, just because of like the amount of damage that they do to you. First of all, the amount of damage they do to your house, and also they're like, I don't know, they're more of a pet that way. But everybody's like, it traumatizes them, and I'm like,
I wasn't really traumatized when I got my tonsils removed.
That's what I'm saying. And I also wasn't traumatized when I got my fucking dick cut off. So
I was. Every night.
I think about it.
Every night.
Think about that. Think about that priest using his fucking teeth, ripping at my dick.
You had a different surgery than I did.
Just real though. There's a certain sect of Catholicism, maybe. I'm probably wrong.
It might be. I know. I might know what you're talking about. I think it's Jewish.
Where the father just uses his teeth, dude. Okay, I have a new topic that is fucked. Go watch. Okay, Vice has a YouTube channel.
Are you sure about that?
Vice has a YouTube channel. That's just a show. They put the same amount of money into their YouTube channel as they do like a regular network TV show. It's amazing. I fucking love the shit they make. Like it's all like well made.
They do behind the mat.
Like okay, so there's this one where this guy is just like a day in the life or like living with somebody, and he goes and he just like.
Oh, they did the one about that bull rider.
Okay, so the one I'm talking about is they went to one of the last, I think it's like sheep farmers or some shit in the country, and he's got like thousands of sheep.
Do you know where this is?
Fuck.
Probably Eastern Europe.
No. It was in America, and I honestly think it was near Wyoming.
Huh.
And so they were, and the thing, it was so interesting because he was like, "Yeah, I need good help, good experienced help, but no American is willing to do the work at like the amount of hours required for the pay that I can give them. And he was like, but there are people in, I think it was like Paraguay or Chile or maybe some shit like that, where they already do this work, but then they can come to America, make like 3 times as much money at like $12 an hour. And it's a good deal for everybody, right? Okay, hello, cat. But the point I'm talking about with the teeth is whenever they have boys and they have to neuter the boys.
Sheep?
Yeah, the sheep. They literally cut a little hole in the bottom of the sack and then they grab the scrotum, like the 2 fucking nuts, with their teeth and pull them out. And then use a fucking hot something to fucking seal it shut and send them on their way. And I'm like, yeah, the animal is perfectly healthy after this. There's nothing wrong with it except for the excruciating pain of getting your nuts bitten out of your body. And then they made the fucking journalist guy do it. Yeah, they show the fucking farmer guy, and he's like so well spoken, and he's going through the whole point of the little. It's like a 25-minute documentary. They do it, and it's like all the bureaucracy because there's like so many American like laws preventing him from doing a billion things. Even though he's like, I'm just trying to herd sheep like people have done for thousands of years, fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a billion restrictions, and then he's like, and then you just do this, and then he yanks it out super easy, super clean. And then they pull one, and he's like, "Here, you come do this one." And he cuts it. And the journalist guy's like, "Okay." And he puts his mouth in there. Bro, and he like he can't fucking get it. And then he's like, you see him like fucking like pulling. And I'm like, oh my God. He's really just ripping the tubes, like the vas deferens, up inside of the body of the sheep. You're tearing that shit because you're pulling it so hard, and that old man just has some fucking crazy back of neck strength, and he just and like he's struggling, and you see him like fighting all this shit, and the goat's like hurting, right? And eventually, or sheep or whatever, and then he finally just and he pulls it, and you see all like the fucking vas deferens come out and all this shit. I'm like, the world is brutal, bro. Fuck.
Much like my foreskin years ago, I might cut this. I might cut a lot of this.
You're not gonna cut that joke though, are you?
No, that was fucking gold, dude.
Like my Footskin.
Why do you think I was so quiet?
Dude, I've been thinking about it. If I have a son, I'm not gonna get him cut. What the fuck is the point? It's basically just a religious reason. There's no like health benefit. If anything, I think they've proven it makes like your dick health worse. Like you lose a lot of sensitivity in your dick head or some shit. I don't know. I don't have an uncut dick, so I wouldn't know.
I think at this point it's just aesthetics. It's like society has deemed like, of course there's a religious background, but at this point it's like that's what a dick looks like.
Yeah,
but then again, like a lot of people
dicks just look like yams, anyways. Like.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty gross. Like it's a veiny tube of skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I guess I'm cool with my son having a yam dick. Like who's gonna know? Maybe when he's in high school, if he wants to play a sport. Like,
it's your kid. I'm not gonna like.
My kid that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, it's your kid that also doesn't exist, and also this seems like such an like. If you're like, I think I'm just going to remove his like pinky fingers. I'd be like, Ryan, I have some words. Yeah, it doesn't even affect his overall health. I think there's less sensitivity in his hands. It's like Ryan.
The only downside is he can't hold his phone as well, and I don't even want him to be on that as long. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Fucking millennials.
Yeah, fucking phones ruin our lives. That's all I'm saying, man.
Can I change the topic?
Yeah.
I want to talk about something that I've been to a lot as a kid. Just like national parks in general.
Okay.
Like, what's your favorite national park?
I don't know, bro. I've been to like one. Actually, I don't know. Is Estes Park a national park?
Where is it?
Colorado.
Estes Park.
Probably.
Is that where Garden of the Gods is?
No, that's Colorado Springs. Estes Park is like up on a mountain. I'm pretty sure it's a national park. I've been there.
That one's pretty. I mean, that whole area is pretty.
Super pretty, but you fucking can't breathe the whole time you're there.
Yeah.
If you live in Nebraska and you just got normal air, and then you go to Colorado, Estes Park, and you're like, oh, we have fucking white people air.
My family, because I've talked about it. We've been on road trips millions of times.
Yeah.
And did I tell you about the Big Hole Tour?
Big Hole Tour?
It's what my family calls it.
It sounds like your father went on that all alone. You know what I mean? Like,
now that I say it out loud, it definitely sounds like a gross
hey,
sex
son,
thing.
once you're old enough,
take you on the Big Hole Tour.
I'm going to show you all the big holes.
It consists of Vegas, and we're done. We are done with the tour.
All of the big holes are in Vegas.
Anyway,
You'll like them all.
The Big Hole Tour is when we were going from California.
Sometimes two of the holes on the same person.
Somehow, two holes sometimes just make one big hole.
Oh no.
Yeah. Trying to tell a fucking story.
Yeah. She wants to tell a tale. Here, say something to the people. I definitely heard that. Say something. Nah, she's gonna get mad.
Camera shy? I
Hey,
don't even
you
know those
hoe.
exist.
Yeah, there's so much this bitch is just like not recognizing about what's currently happening.
Big Hole Tour.
Okay.
Big Hole Tour.
Big holes.
We've been really good about finishing fucking sentences today.
Sentences? You mean like stories and shit?
So we were driving. My dad got back from Korea after like a year, and I was living in California with my grandma. So we drove from California to Offutt, where we lived.
Okay.
No, Colorado.
Okay.
Wait, where did we live? We were going from California. We lived in California a lot. We went to Colorado. And my dad took us on something he calls the Big Hole Tour.
The Big Hole Tour.
Which is we went to the
the big holes live in Colorado?
No, the Big Holes live in Arizona and New Mexico.
Okay.
Because there's the Grand Canyon, and we went to the meteor hole that crashed into...
That killed all the dinosaurs?
I think that's in Mexico, but it is just another asteroid.
Where did the asteroid land? Was that the Sahara?
No, it's in Mexico.
Really?
There's a big hole, lake, because it was so big.
Hmm.
It's just a big lake now, but that's where it hit.
That's fucked. Imagine if we were just chilling and then a wall of fire engulfed everything you've ever known.
I believe that death is the only true comfort, so I'd be pretty okay.
Okay. All right. Tell me more about the Big Hole Tour. Let's move on.
So we went...
You edgy parkour fuck.
He
He goes, I can do a good cat pass and roll in the grass.
And my dad has never truly loved me.
And I would like to die about it. Thanks. Okay. Time to record a podcast real fast.
Is that what I sound like in your life?
Yeah. No, I think your voice is actually deeper than mine. I can never tell.
It depends on my mood. That's pretty much we just went to the Grand Canyon. The only fun part of that story is technically we didn't have a home. We had a home. We were driving to it. You know what I mean?
You know, the only good part about this story is I was technically homeless the whole time. You know, we slept in a car for about a month. We had a home, home's where the heart's at, but whatever.
It was more like 3 days, but it's because we were just driving there. But we were in between houses.
Were you sleeping in hotels?
Sometimes.
For the 3 days you were homeless, what were you doing?
We were homeless.
You were sleeping nowhere.
We were either sleeping, I think there was one night we slept in a hotel.
So for 2 out of 3 days, you were legitimately homeless.
Kind of, yeah.
That wasn't kind of.
No. What happens was base gives you orders. You go to a base.
Yeah.
But you're driving to your new home. I had a home, but technically for those 3 days.
Yeah, but you didn't have a home. Like you get a home once you get there.
Yeah, I guess. Well, this won't make the story funny anymore. Because my dad joked and he was like, yeah, Riley, we're homeless. I gotta make a name for my brother.
Hey, fuck. I was trying to think of like a dumbass like move around of the syllables in his name, and I was like, that'd be really obvious.
I'll name him Matt Hardy. So he told Matt Hardy.
My brother Matt Hardy.
I actually got that flash. My brother Matt Hardy.
That rolls off the tongue so well.
My brother Matt Hardy.
Like really, really fast.
My brother Matt Hardy lived a great 56 years. Anyway, Matt Hardy.
My younger brother Matt Hardy lived
My
a good...
younger
Okay,
brother
I'm so
Matt...
sorry. We just need to move on. Okay.
Maybe this bit I came up with is dumb, and it's just gonna break us every time.
Okay.
Matt Hardy talks to some strangers, and they're like, "Where are you from?" And my brother looks at them, 5 years old, and goes, "We are homeless."
And then they try to give you money or what?
My dad had to do damage control immediately. Like,
and they were like, "You fuck! How dare you not have a job in this fucking terrible economy?"
It was right before the recession. We were doing great. We were doing really great.
So there's
as a country.
lot of ups.
Well,
they were like, "Our stocks are like
well,
we're self-made millionaires off of our fucking Costco stock right now."
If I was going to Colorado, and I saw 9/11 in this was right before 9/11 too, so it was pretty good.
That's a while before the recession.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
Okay.
I was only like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Anyway.
But that means Matt Hardy is like 1 or 2. That's my age.
He's like 3.
Nuh-uh.
When I'm 5, my brother's 2 years younger than me.
No, your brother's my age.
Yeah, he got held back. No. I started school.
No.
I started school in
Matt Hardy, you couldn't fucking divide by X, you fuck. Come on.
He wasn't old enough.
Oh, so he's old for his grade.
Yeah.
Okay.
We started school in California. That's why I'm so young.
Okay.
And I went through enough schooling where I was old enough to go to school in the other districts that we went through throughout the years.
Okay.
And like I've said before, I went to 7 or 6 different elementary schools, so there was a lot of bullshit. So because of that, I graduated when I was 17, and my brother graduated, Matt Hardy, graduated around almost when he was like 18, almost 19.
Okay.
So he's 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
But he did go in the same grade as you.
Okay. So this is all just to say that on the Big Hole Tour, Matt Hardy was only 2, so he probably doesn't remember the Big Hole Tour.
No, I barely remember the Big Hole Tour.
We're homeless. Like really, like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Yeah.
Ha! We're homeless.
Yeah, he doesn't actually understand what that means.
Yeah.
It was just a thing. He trusts
just like,
his
that's
dad.
an attribute that my family has.
But yeah, I'm sorry that story wasn't good. That was my Grand Canyon.
Who gives a shit, man?
Big Hole story.
I mean, I've never been to the Grand. Like, it's not like I have a fucking Grand Canyon story. Shit, my family went to California like 1 time, 2 times.
Wait, hold the fuck up. You've never been to the Grand Canyon?
What is like every family in America is supposed to go to the
Everyone
Grand Canyon?
Come on.
To the Grand Canyon?
Come on.
Right now? I don't even have any clothes. All my clothes are dirty. The Grand Canyon?
Yes, the Grand Canyon. Grab the girlfriend too, I guess.
Fat dogs.
Okay.
Fat dogs. Hey,
6 hours.
take a picture of me with the fat dogs.
Nice shot.
Am I the fat dog that is nowhere, or are they saying like you ain't nowhere till you be the fat dogs? Bro, they know what's up. Oh shit, it's $30 for a Girth Matters shirt. I'm good.
Oh, damn it.
Yo, Fat Dog's got the nicest gas station bathroom. Yeah, it's the back of Lincoln's head. I got snow in my ears. The Grand Canyon's a lot weirder than I thought it'd be.
I don't think this is it.
You're supposed to go north, right?
What? Yeah.
Didn't mean to put it on my face. It's funny watching those people try to get down because all their bones don't work. You know what I mean? Shane, I didn't know there were trees in the Grand Canyon. Oh, fuck. Whoa.